Hey, in this episode of Island Village Garage, your Firebird restoration station, we're going to work on that list for the assist kind of thing, where I come help you with your car, get 3 or 4 days and can give you a hand on whatever part of your project you may be stumped or just need a little help on. That's what we're going to do. We'll get one more checked off here. And if you get on that list just the same, hit me up in the comments to see what I can do about getting it in place. But wish I could do these full time because it's a whole lot of fun, but time off work is limited and I do enjoy playing cars and hanging out with my friends or fellow bird builders. But nonetheless, like I said, we've got a trip ahead of us. We're going to take the Trans-Colorado. I built this thing to do some road tripping. I've got almost 7,000 some miles on. We're going to add 1,300 miles. We're going to go 650 miles due east from me here in Pennsylvania, near to the east side of Pennsylvania. So bit of a road trip, but we're going to take this anyway. So if you see us cruising down the road and heading east, somewhere on 70, 81, I have no idea. I'm going to put it in the machine and head that way. Give a friend a hand. And then, of course, I'm not going to let you know who it is until we get there. And then when we get back, we'll get back to work on the Great Pumpkin, which happens to be leaning on its side now. But that's another video for a different day. So nonetheless, let's get in this car here. Let's head east and see who we're going to hang out with this time. Now let's get things started. Now my car's down the end. I drove that thing 600 miles to get here. Yes, I do drive that car, and it goes just about anywhere that I can possibly take it. These two here, Louie's, got one in the garage, and we're gonna do a little video. He's got one behind the garage. He just picked up recently too, kind of do an assessment on it and determine what he paid for it. Was it a good deal? And I'm gonna have some fun with that car. And of course, this is the infamous, almighty famous. Hey guys, this is Louie right here hanging out in his garage. We're gonna do some transmission work and stab the drivetrain in this bird, but. One of the things that I wanted to show you is this is the first car he's done frame rails and a floor pan on. He watched some of the videos, he used to ask a few questions and decided to go ahead and jump in and do it himself. So I wanted to show you his results, proving to you, not just people like me, but even like Louie here. He's done body work. He's done some things on the car, patchwork before, but never tried to conquer floor pans or frame rails. But he's done it, and I think he's done an exceptional job. So let me show you all the details, what we've got. Got something interior back in the car, but let's see if we pop around inside. Now, of course, I said one-piece floor pans, what he ended up doing in this thing. Stitched in real nice, did some toe board patching, looks real good. We're going to punch a hole in the floorboard while I'm here and drop in the fasteners to hold the center console. That's something I'm going to help him with while I'm here visiting, playing cards for my birthday. And then back here in the back, same thing, pulled up real tight. The fender wells, you can see all of his plug wells following the frame rail. I don't see a whole lot of deflection in the floor pan, so I'd say that's pulled up real square. Sometimes you see a lot of dimpling that maybe things weren't lined up right. That looks good. Nice tight seam here. Now he's gone through and already done some seam sealing, but you can see there's basically nothing in there. So there was no big gap that he's hiding behind that. So that looks great. Same thing here, nice plug welds, seam sealed it already. And here's the really part that's gonna probably blow your mind. He told me that he uses a flux core wire to do all this. Even the little plug welds, I'll show you back here in the trunk where he's done like the plug welds like I do. You drill it out and do the little technique where you fill it in. I almost think he does a better job with flux core than I do with a regular wire. Now this has not really been cleaned up much, but as you can see, that's laid out really flat and looks very similar to the factory spot welds, but with flux core wire. So he gets bonus points. So I'm actually quite impressed with that. Same thing here in the trunk. He's gone through probably more spot welds than the factory, but it's your car. Do whatever you want. That's definitely not going to come apart. So I give that a good passing grade. Trunk drop-offs welded in just the same. So one whole trunk floor, frame rails, floor pan, tail panel. Now he was able to salvage some quarter panels. These are original sheet metal on this car. Just need to do some patchwork down here, and he's doing some filler work now, but coming together really nice. We'll see if we can poke our head under the car here. Oh, actually, one more thing before I go down underneath the car. I saw these quarter panels are original, except for this area right here. The trunk gutters was rusted out on pretty bad, so I forgot he already sectioned this in, but I gave him these two panels, left side and right side. He sectioned these in and took care of the gutter. So mostly original quarter panel, but I forgot he had done that. And then the other thing we did here is I sent him the little dog leg section here was completely rusted out. Something that probably sectioned off of the Great Pumpkin project. So he's got this all grafted in, looking real good. So that's been taken care of. And he did a little patch panel down here. So like I said, he salvaged the original quarters on this car, which is pretty nice to keep as much original metal as possible. But you guys know my Great Pumpkin, there was nothing left this fender well arch. This thing is in really nice shape. There's nothing built up inside here or anything. So I may have done the same thing if the Great Pumpkin looked like this. Put the pieces in and call it good. So now let's get to underneath the car. Gotta see if I can get enough light down here. Now, as you can see, brand new trunk floor. The frame rails here, of course, brand new, just the same, look really nice, welded in good. So I don't really see anything that I would have probably done differently. It looks really clean, and he did this all in his garage here himself. So I said, that's what this channel was about, proving to you that the guy like you could get in his garage and not get carried away and build a car like this. And proving that now he's added another bonus to that. Flux core wire. Blows my mind. It's actually come out this good, so it can be done again. So what you see here, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, this is 9 months worth of work. Completely done the underbody, the chassis, everything frame, and working his way up. And it's really coming together pretty nice. And of course, I didn't really mention here your typical frame patches needed done on the car. So, and of course, every car I've ever owned, even the Great Pumpkin now, has a few small holes in the dash. This one was pretty tore up. Docked up, made some panels, and welded those in. So again, made great progress in just 9 months here in his garage. I say we're looking pretty good. But next thing around here, Louie is getting the transmission prepped. And so we're going to do a video. It's not just to say, like some of the forums say, bolts right in, no modifications. That's not exactly accurate. So you want some tips and tricks how to do a 204R conversion? Check out his channel. And then in the meantime, I'm going to put my work boots on instead of my nice kicks. And then we'll get this engine back here hooked to the old transmission, and we're going to go stab this thing in here today. So that's our job for today, but I want to show you what he did. So that's going to wrap us up for the episode of what's a guy like you can do in your garage and what the results are. That's what you see here right behind me. So as my buddy Brian says, which, hey, I miss you, buddy. Hoping you were here to hang out and play cars with us, but hey, things happen, we understand. But he always says, enough of this talking and get the wrenching. So that's what we're going to make happen. So again, want to see more videos on this, check out Louis Leon's channel, First Generation Garage. And I'll get some more videos. He's got another car he bought. We'll do a little walk around that too while I'm here in Pennsylvania. Probably a handful of other little goodies. So again, enough of this. Let's get to this. And we'll catch you guys next time. And I almost forgot. Look, we have our new t-shirts available. In case you want one of these, gotta save them bird shirts. Check the video description for a link to check out our store. There's a bunch of other goodies in there too, just the same. So anyway, let's get to this thing and let's hit the road.